ladies and gentlemen, it's a halfway decent day. Gonna go for a little ride, give you an update on my Indian Challenger. My Sirius XM app isn't working. Siri keeps opening up for some reason. Let's try that again. Anyway, looks like I need gas, so I'll go straight. But yeah, it's like 50 degrees out in Ohio today, so that's pretty good. Get out and enjoy the nice weather while it's around. And like I said, I'll update you on what we found out with the Indian Challenger and what have you. So a few months, or not a few months ago, probably a month and a half ago, I noticed when I got home from work one day, my chin strap's not buckled. Well, that's not what I noticed, but that's what I didn't notice just now. That had a leak. Pull over to get my chin strap buckled real quick. Had a leak under my 2020 Indian Challenger Dark Horse. So I made an appointment to have the local dealer look at it for me, and they wasn't able to really find anything that stuck out. Well, they couldn't get it to do it anyway. So I did post a video on that, and you know, you get people saying, find out yourself. You know who you are. It's like, dude, it's under warranty. Why would I want to mess with it my own self? That's crazy. So anyway, they couldn't find it. Find out what the problem was, and I can't get my chin strap buckled up. So that's nice. Hello. There. Hold on a second. All right. Anyway, so the same day I dropped it off, they told me to come pick it up because they couldn't find nothing. So I was like, well, that'll work. And I made a video about it, and like I said, somebody bitched that I should just find the problem myself, get some tools, they said. I mean, I don't tear engines apart, but if they would watch any of my other videos, they'd know that I do, or don't mind working on my own stuff. So I don't know, you know, I guess you always have somebody negative on here, but anyway. So probably a week or two went by maybe, and I noticed it at work. When I came, so I parked it at work, came back out for lunch. I didn't really notice anything. Well, I didn't even look, I guess I should be honest. Didn't even look. And then when I came out for lunch, I noticed, or actually not even when I came out for lunch, I didn't even notice it then. When I got back from lunch, I noticed there was a big wet spot on the ground. I was like, huh, I wonder if that's my coolant leak. I wonder if that's old or if that's me having that leak and all. And sure enough, when I got back off of work, when I got off of work, there was another puddle where I had parked over a little bit different, right? So I noticed it again. So I said, yeah, I bet you that leak is back. So I got home, put it on my bike lift and let it sit there, and I probably went inside for a few minutes, came back out, and there were 2 spots on my lift. So I called up there, said, hey, this thing's leaking again. And they said, bring it up when you had the next available opportunity. So I just got on my bike and went. That, you know, right then and there. So I dropped it off. It may have been, well, it was a couple days probably, because the guy wasn't in, the guy that they say is the best person to look at it wasn't in the office until Friday or something like that. So waited a couple days. I think I called back, or actually went back up there on the Sunday after the guy said, or they said the guy was supposed to be there. Say, hey, what's going on with my bike? So I said, well, they let it run on the lift for an hour like they did last time, and then they drove it around a little bit and they couldn't get it to reproduce it. So I was like, crap, why is this only doing this for me? So what I asked was, you need me to come up here and ride this thing to try to reproduce the error or the issue? And they said yes. So I think it was Tuesday. I forget what day it was. It was Monday or Tuesday. And I rode up there. I rode up to the dealer. I'm gonna get gas and I'll resume my story. I'll be back. $1.5 gallons I put in it. That's crazy. The only thing I don't like about this bike is there's not enough, the tank ain't big enough. So my gas light goes off eventually. Anyway, alright. Gas is gotten. So, where was I? So, Tuesday I went up and got the bike. Rode it 7 miles to a local shop that I was wanting to hopefully go in and look around in. I didn't get off the bike, get my helmet off, get all that stuff off, and by the time I walked around to the side of the bike where the leaks are noticeable, pig scrape, there was a leak. So I know they don't have a lot of time to just go test ride stuff, but they got to have somebody around there that could just go ride these things. Because I literally rode it 7 miles and found it, and it started happening. So, but that was a good thing, right? Because now, when I get back to the dealer, so anyway, so I get back on my bike, put everything back on. God, these shocks are shit. I noticed the leak, get back on my bike after putting everything back on because I had taken it off. get back over there, and then I thought by the time I got off the bike, took my helmet off and such, I'd see the leak on the ground, but no, I did not. So that started to worry me. But after probably a minute or two of sitting there, the leak, it started leaking. I was like, oh good, now we can show. Now I can show them. So got the mechanic that's working on it. He took the front, the battery guard off, and then the radiator guard comes off after that. So he took all that stuff off, got down and found that it was leaking at the bottom of the radiator, kind of where the, I'm gonna call it a cap, but it's just the bottom of the radiator. It was leaking, so we found the problem. It was covered under warranty. They ordered the part. Man, that was, it wasn't last week. It's the week before. It was the week before. But it still doesn't look like they moved my bike. Unless they pushed it, which they could have, I guess. Doesn't look like they've ridden my bike since, I guess it was last week. I was off work last week, so they found the part. So we're just waiting. I guess I'm waiting on it to get the dealer so they can put it on with the saddlebag guard in general. We was able to figure out the issue. They ordered the parts, and hopefully they'll put the thing on soon, and I'll have it back. So that's the update on my Indian Challenger. I had to go test ride it for them. I say test ride. I had to go ride it for them to get the leak to occur so they could get it. But they said they've never had a customer willing to come in and help troubleshoot an issue. So I find that weird. It's like, why not? If they can't do it, you know it does it. It's not that big of a deal. I had to put 14 miles on it, you know, to get them to see it anyway, there and back to where I went. So no biggie. Ordered the part, and we'll get her back. When they first worked on it, they said they pressure tested it, so I don't know if it's not a big enough hole or crack or what. You would think a pressure test would get it to do it, if they truly did the pressure test and not just ran it on a lift for an hour. And they only you got that Indian app that you can get on and see your gas mile, how many miles you got left on the gas tank. They had only ridden it 2 miles. I mean, it's cold, I guess, so they may not want to ride in the cold weather, or they're just too busy. I mean, that's a thing too, I guess. But one of the guys said they had a service manager that could do it, or some other folks that can go out and ride the bikes that have issues. So I don't know. I don't know if they just didn't have anybody or what. Anyway, that's the update on the Indian Challenger. And this guy just stops out in the middle of the street, I guess. That's the thing to do. Maybe pick somebody up. I don't know. Anyway. Well, anyway, that's the update on the Indian Challenger. We figured out, the dealer and I figured out where the problem was. So, for those who say, hey, figure it out yourself, well, kind of did, and I don't mind doing it. So there you have it. So I will talk at you guys on the next one. Bye. Hey, oh yeah, like, subscribe, share, whatever. I think I'm up to like 180 subscribers. What is wrong with my XM? It's horrible. Got 5G, full bars. Anyway, like, subscribe to my channel. Would be greatly appreciated. Put a comment below if you have an Indian Challenger and you've had a coolant leak, and did the dealer find it easy, or did you have to mess with it? So post all that stuff up in the comments below. If you've had any, or shoot, if you have had any issues with your Indian Challenger, it'd be interesting to see what's out there with issues